Hello traders and welcome to tradingwithbill.com. Really great to be with you on our Wednesday hump day of our trading week. Traders coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Bright blue sunny skies. Absolutely gorgeous today on March 22nd, 2017. Traders, what are these markets doing to us? Wow. Yeah, I took a hit yesterday and I re-entered and now it just went sideways. But we're going to talk about that in length. And the lesson in that's going to be, what are you going to do when you get hit out and you start getting bearish candlesticks and you want to sell? We'll talk about that in just a second. Before we get there, let's zip over to the other one and let's take a look at what's going on in the markets. Let's talk about these indices. Horrible, lots of red yesterday, and the S&P futures is negative 0.23%, the NASDAQ negative 0.19%, Dow 30 negative 1.14%. That doesn't surprise us. And the S&P VIX is up 9.96%. Really nice. Love to see volatility coming back in the market a little bit. And love to see these pairs start seeing these indices starting to take a reverse on us, all right? Right? So that's a good thing. And I'll explain that on Options Friday. And we have the Nikkei 225, which is currently negative 1.76%. And the U.S. dollar index is still below 101. Hovers there, bounces up, comes back down. I said it was below in this time yesterday. And what happened? I go into London and it's above 101. So it is what it is. But it's currently up 0.06%. We need dollar strength. I'm in a dollar pair. I was in a dollar pair yesterday. My trade plan for today is a dollar plan. Traders, if you take a look at these charts, price action has already made their moves, right? Euro yen to the downside, Aussie to the downside. Guess they didn't like their data that came out, huh? New Zealand dollar came out. I suspect that their dairy global index came out bad. That's my guess on that one. Here's our pound dollar sideways. This is our euro dollar, which we're working on. And here's our euro Aussie. Look at this up move to the euro Aussie. I love this pair. This pair is a great pair to trade. It usually moves about 135 pips a day. And our good old beast, the pound yen. But none of these are in a, there's very few, there's mine that I'm looking at today, and of course our pound pair. There's not a lot here that we can do. This Aussie dollar, you have to wait for a retrace here. This doesn't even look like it wants to think about a retrace. This thing wants to stay where it's at, right? All right, not to confuse you all, let's get back over to what's going on today, data-wise, on a Wednesday. Yeah, I think it's going to be quite an interesting adventure. If I can find it, I can find it. I just got to find the day. Come on, there's Tuesday. There we go, Wednesday. All right, so what do we have today? We had out of Aussie, we had ML leading index, which was negative 0.1, but no expectations, so it really doesn't make a difference. Japan had trade, balance, exports, imports, all in the green. Japan's, all their numbers that came out today in Asia, all in the green. RBA Assistant Governor Dabali speaks. Well, that might be, he's going to speak in 13 minutes. That's either going to help this Aussie dollar here, or this is just going to continue to head to the downside, right? We'll see what happens there. Not a lot. In Euro, we have the German 10-year Bund auction. That will do nothing in the markets. And then in the U.S. session, we have existing home sales. Crude oil inventories is today. And crushing crude oil inventories. Wow, did we have that last month? I don't even remember that. And basically, that's it. Tomorrow in Asia, well, really, it's the end of New York. It's a New York close. The New Zealand interest rates. Now, I'm going to miss that, folks. That's 3 o'clock in the morning for me. I will not be awake for that one. So I'm going to end up missing that trade. But that's a good one. And then you have the RBA statement, which will give the sentiment of what the New Zealand is going to do with their currency. So that is really important, is the statement. The number, it's going to move some, but the statement will tell the story. Okay? And that is, actually, that comes out at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 4 p.m., 1600 hours Eastern Standard Time. And that wraps it up. We do have quite a bit. We have a very busy day on Thursday, so we'll keep an eye on that. And today is mediocre. We have some good data coming out. My chair keeps sinking. Oh man, I thought I was losing weight. My chair's telling me I'm gaining weight. All right. Well, I talked about these charts just being absolutely either have made their positions made, and there's really no trade. So let's take a look at my disaster yesterday. This was me yesterday. Okay, let's move this over a little bit. So what happened here was this broke below, red candle. I'm saying I need a retrace. Get my retrace. Here's the candle I enter into. This comes up above this. I'm saying, okay, this is resistance. You know what? This is going to come back down. I leave my computer. I did know there was data coming out. I have to be honest. I did know there was data coming out. And bada bing, bada boom, there she goes. I'm in a loss. I actually got stopped out. Okay? I get stopped out. However, I see these indecision candles. This moves up, indecision candles. Well, guess what? On this red candle, came back down. I re-shorted this. I re-entered the trade, and here we are doing nothing. So I'm currently negative on this trade for the second time in 24 hours. However, you know, I tell it like it is. If I lose, I lose, right? If I take the hit, I take the hit. And that's one thing I'm just, you know, I'm no guru, folks. I'm just a trader like you, and I you know, we do what we do. I thought this was a great place to reload, right? This just looked to me like a great place to reload. So let's do something here. Let's go to a 240 chart, because the 240 chart, is my button open? The 240 chart is, oh my goodness. Come on, will you? It's not that difficult. Yeah, so we've got some room to climb here. This will come up to 25.55 if it wants to. Now, I'm not going to let it. I think my stop is at 25.05 on the second trade. So we're just going to have to watch this and see if I get in trouble or not. But again, this is not going to stay here, folks. This is not going to stay here. This is going to continue to dump, okay? So why do I say that? I say that because this pair is just not producing what it needs to produce. And, you know, with the Chancellor Merkel on the run, the election of a lifetime coming up this year, this pair is not bullish, folks. I'm sorry. It's just not bullish. We don't have a change of trend here on the daily chart. It's just not bullish. So that's what's going on in the pound dollar. Now you know why I want dollar strength, right? My selfishness wants dollar strength so I can bring this baby all the way back down to 1.2357, and I know it's going to get there. Confidence in my trading, confidence in your trading. That's what it's all about. All right, let's continue. All right, let's take a look at today's trade. Interesting chart here today. Euro dollar. Okay, this makes a big move up. This comes sideways. This breaks this trend line. I see indecision, doji. I'm in. I'm in on this red candle. I'm taking this in. Take a look at this, folks. This is resistance on a 240 chart. This green line like matches up perfectly on a 240 chart at 1.0830. So we're at resistance here. We want to sink this bad boy to the downside, and we want to get out at 1.0745. Just looks smart to me, right? Just looks like a smart trade. Resistance, weak candles, 240 resistance zone also on a 240 chart. Man, let's get in this at 1.0805. We're going to get out at 1.0745. Did I say I was in this? I am not in this yet. I am not in this yet. Okay, it's got to get to 0805, and it's probably pretty close. So I'll have to check that, and we'll get into this at 0805 with the close of the candle. So I'm going to wait for the close of this candle, and if it's at 0805 and it's below it, we're going to enter this trade in Asia. Traders, thanks for being with me. I know I was long-winded today, but a lot to talk about, and I'm excited to be here, and it's just really good stuff. So, traders, we'll catch you tomorrow, and thanks for joining me at tradingwithbill.com. Please visit my website. Go to the video channel, and you can view all my videos, present and past. Traders, take care, and have a great trading day. Be safe, y'all. Take care now. Bye-bye.